All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts with Jim of All Trades. Good to see you guys. Sure, everybody will start popping in here shortly. We'll go ahead and get our let me see if I can get myself on the screen there. You can see me if you want to. There you go. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. It is February the 5th, 2023, and it's a Sunday night live stream on YouTube. Hope y'all are doing well. What's up, Jay? Crypto Fever. Hope you're doing well, man. After your surgery months back, I hope you're recovering and doing well. Keith M. Moonboy counts, along with the bear counts, as always. We'll give it all to you. Good to see you guys. I'm sure everybody else will say hello when you come in. There's only 8 of you here. Wow, there were 12 just a second ago. Let me know there's good audio and video and you're in. Make sure we're looking good. Guys, we're going to jump into the charts tonight, guys. I think we're going to continue to dump tonight and tomorrow. It might be a little bit of a pullback tonight. We'll see. We need a little bit of a correction on the RSI. Needs to reset just a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to finish this dump and then we'll start into another pump. I'll show you what I'm seeing in the charts, guys. It's looking pretty decent. Everything's looking really good. Everything's been moving as expected. This particular dump has taken quite a while to come down, but it's coming down fairly impulsively. Let's see if it's going to continue down impulsively or if there'll be another correction involved. Hey, Tom. Thanks. You're the man as well. Thanks for being here. Jasmine's pumping today. I'll check out Jasmine a little later, Joe, if you'll remind me. What's up, Mr. Ferrara? Good to see you. L-Man, K-Man. Hey, man, I haven't seen you in a while. There's La Yoha. Hey, buddy. Let's see. I said hi to Joe already. All right, good. Good. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do an in-depth analysis on Bitcoin. We'll start there. We'll go to Ethereum. Hey, Hector and Josh Hernandez. Two good buddies there. Good to see you guys. The legend. I don't know about that. James Bond. Now, there's the legend from Puerto Rico. How's the tooth business there, buddy? Am I remembering right? You're a dentist out there in Puerto Rico. Is that right? Or is that have I remembered something random that's not true? What's up? All right, we'll look at Bitcoin. We'll look at Ethereum, XRP, ADA. We'll look at BNB. We'll look at the S&P 500, the DXY, XLM. We'll also look at the CME Bitcoin chart. We'll just kind of do an overall analysis of the market, and if I have some energy at the end, we'll take some. How do I say it? We'll take some requests. That being said. Guys, if you just watch the analysis of Bitcoin, you'll pretty much have all you need to make your analysis for the regular of your S coins that you're following. So, okay, I did remember right. All right, good. All right, good. Hey, there's Kimosabi. What's up, man? Good to see you as well. All right, guys, you ready to rock? Let's jump in. Don't forget, this isn't financial advice. Just showing you how to look at the market. It's all I'm doing. If it helps you in some way, gives you a perspective you're not used to. I'm glad to offer that to you. A lot of you are old timers. You've been here a long time, but some of you are brand new studying Elliott, and glad to have you here. It is a little bit of a tricky and very difficult theory to understand, but once you begin to grab it and then apply it properly, you'll really have a good sense for where the market could be going. I think we've been pretty bang on, guys. If you've been following for the last several months here, pretty bang on what we've been expecting. In this corrective wave here, this all through here, guys, we had a pretty good analysis of what was happening, and then this expectation to the upside here. So it's actually looking quite good. I think we're due for a pump coming soon. I think higher highs are coming. I do not think we're going to crash anytime soon. I think higher highs are coming. That being said, I do think we're primed for a bit more of a dump. I don't think this dump that we've been getting over this last day or so is finished. I think there's more to come. But we're going to be heading back up here shortly. Okay. With that said, let's jump in and let's dive in. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. basically, without going too deep into the market here, I'm looking at this as a three-wave structure. It's pretty clear and plain. Here you got boom, boom. Looking for this to finish. This is not showing. This does not have a finished look yet. It doesn't have a finished look at all. So I think obviously we're still going strong. So how do we count this wave? We're looking for 5 waves here. So the way I'm counting this is we got a 1, 2. We're still in wave 3. I don't think we're finished with wave 3 yet, guys. I don't think we're finished with wave 3. It's possible that we could have finished, but I don't think so. I think it's more likely that we have more upside to go for wave 3. I think we're probably going to come up here to around 27 to 28K to finish wave 3, possibly. And then I think then we're going to flag out for wave 4 for quite a bit, maybe a month or two of price action, several weeks at least, a wave 4, and then we get another wave 5. And I think that's going to finish us up here somewhere around 32K, guys, to 35, 36K. I like the 36 range, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how this plays. I'm not exactly certain. We don't have to go up here. It's just an idea. It's what I'd like to see ideally. I'll talk about some other things as well here in just a moment here. But if we get the kind of pump I'm looking for, I'd like to see us get up here to 36. Did I pull that right? Yeah, like 36K up here. The 2618 would be ideal. That would be a really, really nice target zone. So I think we're drawing close to being finished with this current correction. I think the current correction is about done. I think it's a bullish correction. I was hoping we'd get a bit more bearish here, and we may still get one more wave to the downside. We'll see. We'll look at this here, but this is looking relatively finished. It's potentially done or has one more hit to the low. I'll show you what I'm seeing there in just a moment on the small time frame. The 4 hour, we'll see. The 4 hour, you can see, has almost reset to the downside. I think she's come down enough. I would love for her to reset fully here, but you'll see that we got the hidden bullish divergence all over the 4 hour chart, guys, all over the 4 hour. I would love to see one more roll over to the downside, take out this liquidity, maybe find some support here at the top of this wave, or even give us a deep pump. I would love a deep pump. That would be ideal for me, and then I would be able to look at this wave a little differently and a lot higher. So I'd love to see this come down even deeper. I'll show you 2 different counts I'm looking at based on this wave in just a moment, but I think there's a little bit more down to come here. But I am looking at this as an expanded flat. Okay, we got the A wave right there. We've got a WXY to the upside, broke the top. Looking for 5 waves to the downside. Looking for 5 waves to finish here. I really like 21.6, and guys, I really like 20K. Like right at 21K, 20K. 20K would be a wick down to 20K would be really cool, though. I don't know that I would like it the way it looks on the chart unless it wicked really fast. So we'd have to wait and see on that issue. But that looks pretty good just like that. Something like that. A retest of the breakout here would be ideal there. About 21.6, 21.5 range. That would be an ideal range. That would be a 3-way pullback, and then I'd be still looking for another pump to the upside. Okay, up to the next level. Be looking at that. Then I'd be looking at that wave, something like this, where you got a 1, 2. This is the wave 3, 4, and then 5 of the third wave, and all of that would be 5 of the third. Okay, then we'd flag out for some kind of a bullish, fourth wave, where you get 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, or 5 waves down even, and then we go up for the next level. We get a larger 4th wave, okay, and then all of a sudden you got a 1, 2, top of 3 there, you get a 4, and then we spike up for the 5th wave, and that's how we finish this move, okay? So that's the way I'm kind of seeing this wave in progress. So this is going to take some time to develop. It is developing bullishly, guys. This is a bullish development. Guys, you guys know that I'm pretty bearish I would learn to trade in a bear market. I tend to be bearish a lot of times, but guys, when I get bullish like I am, it's because I see bullish wave structure. I'm not here to be a moon boy. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not here to shill anything. I'm not here to kind of get you guys FOMOing in. I'm just here to show you the wave structure that I see. Okay, and the wave structure that I see is very bullish. What I'm seeing on the chart as of right now is extremely bullish. Okay, I want to see on this 4-hour chart. I would love to see this come up and roll. So this could pull back a little bit more and then roll over and finish. I would love to see this roll over and finish. Okay, and that would give me divergence between these lows here. That would maybe get some support right down here at 21.6, 21.7 range, right in there. I'd love that. And then I'd have a nice finished 3-wave move, ready for the next pump to the upside. That could be pretty steep and powerful, pretty quick and fast. Okay, we'll have to see. It could take a week or two to go up, but still looking for that move. Okay, for the next wave. Okay. So I like that. Now, if this decides it wants to come deeper down here into this level down here, I really like this as a 1-2-1-2. Okay. Now you talk about that. Now that would be something. Okay. If we had a 1-2-1-2 on our hands, you say, what would a 1-2-1-2 look like? Well, let me show you. Okay. And I'm ignoring the chat for now, guys, just to kind of get some information out to you. Ignoring the chat just a little bit, just to kind of get here. So if we got something kind of that came down deeper here, okay, I'd be looking at this as 1, 2, then I'd go 1 to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a 3-wave pullback here, 2, and I'd be looking for a much bigger 3rd wave, and we'd be going up to about 40K. I'd be looking for about 40K here on this, and again, still looking for this as an A, B, C. Just I think we would have the potential to get up here to 40K, even to 43.8 range. Okay, so we'd have the potential to get even a lot higher if that's a 1-2-1-2. This has the potential of going really high. Okay, getting up here to the 3-6-1-8, getting over here to this order block zone there, and so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing us pump like that. That would be a dream pump there for me. And then what I'm seeing after that, if that plays, my macro idea here is that all this is just an ABC correction, taking us back to the upside, and then we're gonna have another. We got a W wave. This is X. We're looking for Y to the downside. I'd love to see a 786. A 786. That would be negative. Yeah, I would love to see the X wave get up here. Okay, it almost needs to. Okay, for this count, and then we get down to about $4,000 as we come back down over the next year or so as Bitcoin tanks one more wave. Okay, we get down to real support. I've talked about this many times. Real support down here, where the troughs are, where this came down, where price came down, found support and bounced. Came down, found support and bounced. So right now, we're not sitting at price support. This thing needs to go lower, okay? But I believe that in order for the structure to go lower, we need a decent rally here, and I think this needs to continue rallying, okay? Because I think everybody needs to believe that that this is a rally, that Bitcoin has bottomed, and that we're going up to 100K this year. I think there's a narrative out there that's talking like that, and I'm not talking like that. In fact, my main take, while I am bullish, and this is a bullish construction that does not appear to be finished, guys. It doesn't appear to be finished at all. Okay, it's in process. It needs to finish a correction here, but there's more up to come. Okay, we're resetting on the daily chart. We don't have any divergence here at all, so we haven't hit the high again. Okay, we're gonna hit the high up here on the RSI several more times. Okay, so I'm looking for this thing to make some highs, pull back, make some highs, pull back, and for the RSI so it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take months, guys, for this thing to go on up. Okay, it's gonna take months for that to happen. More than likely, it's gonna take months. I would be surprised unless we get some 1-day, 2-day price rally that just goes crazy, which is possible. I recognize the possibility of it. And I am looking for a long, guys. I am looking for a long, but I want to see the current price structure demand it. I want to see the current price action say, hey, we're ready to go long. And I don't think we're quite there yet. We're going to do some work. But anyway, the real support, guys, isn't on the top of these waves right here where Bitcoin has landed. That's not where price support really is. Price support is at the troughs of at the valleys of previous moves on the time frame. So real support, guys, is around $4,000. Would not be surprised to see it. So I would love to, in my world, see a pump up to about 43K, and then over the next year or so, dump back down to create a WXY, culminating somewhere around $35,000 to $4,000 Bitcoin before we actually rally out of that and start moving to the upside. Okay, that's my main macro vision. I do not, like I said, I do not think we have bottomed here. I think there's more bottom to come, but I think the current wave structure is still supporting a three-way move back to the upside, a rally back up to this range right up here, guys, right up in there. Now we'll have to wait and see how the wave develops, and we'll kind of have an idea of when the wave is fizzling out. Once we get up in these regions, we'll have some price structure to base the wave on. Okay, but right now, I don't think it's quite finished yet. Okay. All right, let me pause just a moment, just take a peek at what you guys are saying. Let's see here. Hey, not a lot of comments there, so I'm not too behind on everything. Will the CME fill? Maybe. If it gets down to 20K, maybe CME will fill there. So what's up, Hasta La Vista Barbie? How's it going? I love that name. What would what look like? Yeah, I'm short from up there too. I'm still short. Let's see. Hector Salazar says, totally agree, Jim. Bottom March and April. No, I don't think we're going to get to the bottom that fast. I don't. I think we're heading up between now and June, July, and then we're going to come back down maybe next year, March and April. We hit in 2024 we bottomed somewhere in the first quarter of 2024. That would be likely, but I'm seeing a big pump. Now, one of the reasons, guys, I see these a big pump like this is because Bitcoin has a habit. Bitcoin has a habit of making expanded flats that get really extended between in its WXYs. Okay, I've shown this on many occasions, but let me just go to a different chart here. How about this one right here? Perfect. On the daily chart, let me get rid of that. There we go. Take a peek right here. Okay, this was this pumped. Okay, the 2019 pump. Okay, and then we had a 3/4 of a year of a dump. Okay, but what you had was a WXY. You had a W wave right there. And then you had this really extended, straight up and fast, expanded flat that came out of nowhere, okay? It dumped. It played around and then just pumped. I remember that, $3,000 in one day, okay? One day or 2 days that pumped. In 2 days, $3,000, okay? And then came crashing down. Took a long time for that to come down. And actually the Y wave came all the way down here. So what you'll notice here, though, between the W wave, you had this expanded flat that this one hit the 2618 extension, I believe, if I remember right. That one hit the 2618 extension, okay? Now, that's just one instance, okay? Now, let me show you. Let me show you on another place. Right here. Maybe we go down to the 8 hour and see it. Again, getting this 3-wave move. We got an A, B, and a C wave right there to there. Okay. And then what do you notice here? We got another expanded flat. And this one hit the 3618 extension. That one hit the 3618 extension straight up. Boom. Just got out of Dodge. Just boom. And what that was the X wave, okay, of a WXY. Okay, we got a W, we got an X, got a Y wave. Okay. And that there again was the X wave. That flat was the X of a WXY. All right. So now, zooming out here, going, what you've got working, I believe, is another expanded flat here. Get to the 2618, 3618, no problem. Okay, it just pumps all the way up to here, and then we get another 3-wave move down. Okay, and that finishes this correction as a W, X, and a Y. So that's common. That's a common pattern in Bitcoin's movements. Okay, here you had another simple thing here. You had 3-wave move there, and right there you had a nice. It wasn't an expanded flat, but it was a nice shot to the upside, really fast. Okay, really fast and hard. Okay, came back 50%. It was a 50% retrace at least, and then came back down in 3 more waves. Okay. So we need a 50% retrace, guys. We need a 50% retrace. So let's pull the fibs on the retrace, see where 50 and 60% come. Okay, so 50% retrace sits at 43.3 right there, 50%. You know what that lines up with on the fib extensions? That lines up perfectly with the 3618 fib extension. 43.3, guys. I'm calling it here. Calling it here. You heard it here. 43.3. There we go. All right. So anyway, so yeah. So how is the wave going to get up there? Okay, how can the wave get all the way up here with the current price action being this overbought? Okay, well, let me just remind you that we were this overbought. Look right here, right there. Okay, all you needed was kind of a big pullback to the downside. Boom, that pullback brought the RSI and the daily all the way down here. Okay. So all we need is a corrective wave of any kind, bringing the RSI back down, and then all of a sudden, boom, we came back up to this range, got this little dinky correction in here, boom, and then all of a sudden the next move was this one right there, boom. So it's not like you can't get a bit of a correction that kind of brings the RSI down here on the daily, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get the next leg to the upside. Get a little tiny pullback, like so, and then boom, get another one. A bigger pullback, boom. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all this was just a little jog in the road of a much larger third wave move. Okay? Okay, so anyway, that is the way the market's looking, guys. Now, I don't know how high this is going to go. I just know that the 50% level on WXYs are pretty common retraces. 50% at least. Okay? So the 1618, your first target zone is going to be 28.2. Okay? Your next target zone is going to be 35.7 range. And then your last target zone is going to be 43K. Okay? That's kind of where we're looking, okay, in this wave. Now, if you guys are going to make a case that this is bearish, okay, if you're going to make a case that this is bearish, you're going to have to come up with some kind of a wave structure here, guys. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at What you're going to have to do is, now it could be, right? It could be. The most sensible wave structure is A, B, looking for C, and we need to have 5 waves. We got to have 5 waves here. We don't have anything near 5 waves right now. We don't. We got a 1, 2. We're in the middle of a 3. We're not even done with that. We're going to get a 4 and a 5. Something like that on minimum. Okay? So I'm really having a hard time seeing a bearish scenario here. Okay? I really am. Okay? Because of this wave structure. Now, I'm just going to do my best here to show you what bearish scenario could play here. Okay? If maybe we just get some kind of a little pullback here, one more hit to the high, and all of a sudden that's 5 waves. Okay? And that's all we get. Then there you go. That could finish. There's your bearish scenario. That means we get up to 20 to 25, 26, 28K, okay, range, and that's as high as we go. And then all of a sudden we come down. But what would that be? What would that create here? What would that wave structure be? It doesn't make any sense, okay? It really, from an Elliott standpoint, guys, and we're doing Elliott here, okay? We're doing Elliott. You don't have a count. You don't have a wave count or a wave shape that makes any sense at all with this structure, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm as bullish as I can be, and I'm not trying to be. The wave structure, regardless of whether it goes up or down, I'm telling you from an Elliott perspective, the wave structure here is bullish, and it's really bullish, okay? It's really bullish, not just a little bullish. It's very bullish, okay? Now, that doesn't mean, I'm talking macro look. I'm talking the macro look on the daily, all right? That doesn't mean we're not going down tonight and tomorrow. I'm expecting this correction to finish, and we're going to look on the small time frame in just a minute. We're going to get there, and we'll just talk about what the wave structure is and what we're expecting, right? But nevertheless, the macro here is very, very strong. So you don't have a count here, guys. If you're going to say, okay, this is some kind of a 3-wave move right here, all right, okay, say we go down. How do we go down? What's the wave shape that's going to finish some normalized Elliott structure here? You don't have an ending diag. You don't have the wave structure for an ending diag. Some people are trying to make this a diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think so. I don't think this is a diag at all. We don't have the shape for it. It's not expanding. It's not a diag. It's not a diag. It's not a diagonal. Okay? It's not we're not making a triangle. Okay? We're not making a giant triangle. Okay? This isn't that. Okay? We are making a standard Bitcoin WXY, in my opinion, and we've already got the W wave. We're in the middle of the X wave, and guys, we're ready to pump. We are ready to pump hard, okay, to the upside. Now, that doesn't mean tonight or tomorrow. It just means in the macro daily and over the next coming days, weeks, we're going to be pumping, and you're going to be surprised at how high it's going to go. Okay, and then we'll be coming back down. More than likely, everybody's going to get all, oh man, here we go. We're going to the moon. They're just bringing it back up so they can do another round of selling off again. Okay, and screwing with everybody's money. Okay, everybody's thinking, oh, because nobody's going to want to sell up here, but you're going to need to sell up here. You're going to need to sell at 43K, guys. If you get up to 43K, you're going to need to sell. We'll look at the wave structure in the process, okay? And that may change. My opinion may change as the wave develops. But I'll just be honest with you. I don't have a count. I don't have a scenario, and you don't either. I mean, y'all can try, and I just won't accept it because there is no scenario that I can see to the downside from an Elliott perspective. Now, does that mean that the market can't go down? No, the market doesn't necessarily follow Elliott rules. However, Elliott has been known to be a fantastic way to talk about the market, to make sense of this market, and it does have a sense in which the Elliott rules apply very well, but the market doesn't say, oh well, we can't do that because that would mess up an Elliott wave. We better not do that. They don't do that. That's not the way Elliott is applied. But when you apply Elliott rules to the market, you come away with some good interpretation. And if you're going to stick to Elliott rules, you don't have a count for it to go down and break the low here. You do not have a count. There's no count. Okay? The only count you're going to get Okay, there's one count, but I'm not a fan. There's one count, and here it is. And I don't even know if it's a good count. W, X, Y, X, Z. And I guess that's a count you could have to the downside, I suppose. But even still, I don't think the X wave is finished. I think we need 5 waves to the upside in this, because this is an expanded flat. Boom, boom, boom. So we still need 5 waves here, which aren't done. We don't have a finished 5 waves in C. But whenever that finishes, maybe you get 3 waves to the downside. So that's as bearish as I can get for you guys. That's as bearish as I can get. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once that's finished in 5, look for it to come down in 3 waves. Okay, it would need to be 3. Have to come down in 3. So you'd have to interpret this as 3. Okay, you'd have to interpret this as 3, and then you'd have to interpret that as 3. I don't like that count. I'm looking at this as a 5, 3, 5, guys. That's the way I look at that. Primarily, I see this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I see those as, that's a zigzag to me right there. It's a zigzag. Then I've got a flat I'm looking at to come up here. Then I'm looking for another zigzag, probably. Okay, and that's just a simple correction, double zigzag. That's what I think we're looking at, personally. All right, so that's my case, guys. That's my macro view. Again, I don't think we're done going down, but I don't think we're going down anytime soon. Necessarily, I think we're going to have a temporary bottom. We're going to retest the 200 daily moving average. We're going to retest that a little bit. I'm hoping for a deep one. Okay, so let me zoom in just to the 8 hour, just a little bit. Talk about what I see there. So 2 scenarios. One thing I'm looking for is an A, B, and a C wave. Okay, A, B, C. And I'm looking for 5 waves. Okay, so how can that 5 waves be developed? Well, guys, we know that this is I've been talking about this correction for weeks now, that we're in a correction. As long as we've been in this correction, I've been talking about it as corrective. I said it's probably going to go up bullishly, and it has been going up bullishly, and now we're coming down for the C wave. We're in the middle of the C wave to the downside. Now, just depending on how deep it comes, that's what's going to tell me where the count is, how deep this thing comes, okay? So here's the count. Here's the count. If this comes down deep, I've already shared this, but I'm going to share it again. If it comes down deep, down here to 20K or this range, I'm going to be inclined to look at that as a 1, 2, 1, 2, which means 43K is really, really on the table. Okay? So how do you do a 1, 2, 1, 2? Basically, you got a 1, 2, be looking for 3, 4, 5, like that. That's the third wave. Okay? Then I'd be looking for 1, 2, then I'd say 3, looking for a deeper 4, and then 5. And that's how we get up to 43K in 5 waves. And you see after we pump a bit, it starts to get challenging. Okay? The wave starts getting, it'll be up and down, up and down, up and down, till finally it finishes. It's the 43K. You think it's never going to end, and then boom, you get a dump. Okay, and it could you know, boom, 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 and then down we go. Okay, and we go down in 3 waves. Okay, and we go down, we hit $4,000, and we really tank. We really tank, and it has another year to sell off. So now, if we don't come down that deeply here on this particular wave, I'm betting it's probably going to come down deep. So I'm holding on to my short, guys. I'm literally, my entry point on this wave to the downside is 24,117. That's my average entry, 24,117. That's where I'm short from. Okay, and I'm holding that short. I'm just holding it. I'm just monitoring the wave as it comes down, just holding it. If this comes down deep, I'm looking for a 1, 2, 1, 2. If it doesn't come down deep and it comes down shallow, all right? So if it does something like this and just stops up here kind of shallow, like that, then I'm going to look at that like this. I'm going to look at this as a 1, 2. This is 3 to there, 4. I would expect to get kind of a straight up extended fifth that gets me up to about the 28K level, okay? I would expect to get something like that. And that would be the third wave. And then I would look for 1, 2. We got 3. Come back down for 4. And maybe up. Maybe we get up to 36K. All right. Maybe we get up to 36K by the time it's all said and done. So that's what I was. So if we come down deep on this correction, I'm looking for 43K. If we come down shallow on this correction, then not so much, not so high. Okay, and y'all are gonna feel like once this hits, you're gonna feel like that's 5 waves. Okay, but I'm gonna say no, probably not. Probably gonna 3-wave it back down and then go again. Okay, something like that. All right, those are my 2 ideas, guys, for this ABC. Again, the bearish look, the best I can do, here's my best bearish count for you, is that we get something shallow here. We pump up and finish, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go down in 3 waves. And it's part of a WXYZ. And that's it. That's all you get. Once that Z finishes, it could get down to 6K, 8K, something like that. Once that finishes to the downside, that's when we'd be looking to kind of go sideways and start rolling back up to the upside. Okay, what are you guys saying? What are y'all saying? I've been ignoring your comments there. All right, let's see. Anti-BK, I will definitely get onto the small time frame shortly. Just give me a minute, okay? I'll definitely do that. Let's see. S&P would have to explode. Yeah, Frank, I don't know that they would have to make new highs, but yes, I'm expecting highs in the SPX, not crash. I'm expecting the DXY actually more downside to come. Yes, all this correlates. We're going to look at that in just a minute, Frank. So hang in there. Yes, that is a crap count. WXYZ. Chemo. I'm not a fan of that crap count for sure. Definitely not. Okay, all right, good. I'm caught up here. Let's see here. So now what we've done here is I've given you my macro view. That's my macro take on this wave. Let's zoom in and just do some work on the small time frame. Okay, and let's just do some work in the wave and just see what we can see. 30-minute chart might be a good place. Okay, so what's going on? Yeah, 1 hour chart. There we go. What's going on here? What's happening? Well, first off, we've got this big 1-2 here. Okay, that's not pretty. Nobody likes it at all. It is what it is. Okay, so we're just going to call that a 1-2, 1, 2. There it is. Now what you've got here is another 1-2. This didn't break that low. It fits the rules. We're doing okay. So we got a 1 and a 2 of a smaller degree. Okay, so that means of this third wave. So we can start looking at the third wave. Now what we had here is we got another 1-2 right here. Okay, 1-2. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. So what you got going on here is all of this is the third of the third. This, I believe, is wave 4. Has more okay. And then we go for 5. That's one possible interpretation. Okay. Okay. So that this would be we don't come down as deep. We come down relatively shallowly, maybe. Okay. Retest the breakout here at 21.5 range. We dump down to there, and then we go up for an extended 5th wave, and all of that is going to be a wave 3. Now, if we get a big dump here where this gains some momentum, and I believe it possibly could, that we actually have an A, B and a C wave all the way down to here. Then all of a sudden we're counting this wave like this. We got a 1, 2. We're going to call this 3, 4, and then 5 to here. Okay, and that's 5 waves there. All right, and that would be, instead of a 1, 2, 3, we'd have a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2. And then we're looking for really big moves to the upside. Really big moves to the upside. So I don't know. I don't know how far this is going to come down. I've seen waves come straight down really fast and furious. And I'm kind of looking for kind of a fast. I'm looking for this to gain some momentum here. Once we break out of this trend line right here, we're going to come down to this trend line. We're going to bounce a little bit. If we break out of it, we're going to come down really fast down to the next level. Okay. That's what I'm kind of waiting to see. I want to see if something like that happens. All right. So draw this trend line right on your screen. If we break through that, that's going to be that might come down with some fast and furious count. Now, what you'll notice down here is that the RSI on the 1 hour has reset down here bullishly. Okay, in other words, it came down with hidden bull divergence. Check it out. Boom, boom. Right there, we got hidden bull in the 1 hour. All right, so they're going to have to take out that hidden bull by pulling back and then going down fast, pulling back, going down fast, like that. They're going to go down fast and furious to get that hidden bull out of to take that hidden bull out on the 1 hour. But they're going to maintain the hidden bull on the 4 hour, because the 4 hour is going to look something like this. And they're going to maintain that bullish divergence. Even if they come all the way down here, that bullish divergence is going to maintain. Then we're ready for another pop to the upside. That's when we know we get the next move to the upside. Okay, we're coming. It's coming. That move to the upside is coming, guys. We got hidden bull all over the chart. Hidden bullish divergence all over the 4 hour chart. And that's an amazing signal. That's an amazing signal. So everything is shaping up nicely. Now, again, just for the next move to the upside, we'll have to wait and see. We just track the wave as it goes. Okay, so let's just do some work on this little wave right up here and see what I'm seeing there. I'll show you what I'm seeing. Okay, this is a really interesting and really beautiful wave. There's lots to love about it. Okay, but let's just look at it like this. The first thing I see is we have a 3-wave move down, a 3-wave move up, and then a 5-wave move down. That's a flat. That's a flat right there in the middle, and it's a connecting wave. You say, what's it connecting, Jim? Well, it's connecting a 3-wave move to the upside there and a 3-wave move to the upside there. Okay, and when we put all that together, you've got a W, X, and a Y. Now, that WXY is also a connecting wave. You say, what's it connecting, Jim? Well, it's connecting the A wave, okay, and the C wave of an expanded flat. Now, I need 5 waves. I need 5 waves in C. And that's where we are. So I got a 3. I got a big 3 that broke the top. And now I need 5. I need 5. I need 5 coming down. Okay? So, do we have 5 here? Well, let's look at it. I know somebody asked me a little bit, do we have 5? No, it looks like we got a series of 1-2s, what we call a nest of 1-2s, where we got a 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2. See it? See it? Okay. A 1 and a 2. Now, this is where it looked 3-wave-ish, but we're going to say 1. It is what it is, and a 2. Now, if that's a right count, here's what we got to do. We got to have a 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? We got to have a 3 or 4. Got to have 4, and then a 5. We got to have a 4 and a 5. A 4 and a 5. Something like that. And this thing's just going to kind of keep rocking to the downside to finish. Okay. That's a possible way it could dump. Okay. If that's a nest of 1-2s, which it could be. It could be a nest of 1-2s, which is very, very bearish. Temporarily. For 5 waves. Okay? For 5 waves. In other words, I'm looking for this to be 1, 2. Let's get 3 done. 4, 5. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. And you see how it kind of zigs down? So it might take the rest of the week to play out to the downside. It might have to dump over the next week. It may take that long. What I've drawn right here lasts, what I've drawn, the way I've drawn it, it's going to take through the 13th. Now, this may go down a lot faster, okay? This may go down a lot faster than I have it, okay? So, in other words, any number of wave shapes you could get. We can go 1, 2, we can go real deep here, 3, 4, 5. There you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Where this wave shape just this starts. Something like that. That's exactly Big Papa Pump. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how far we're going to come down. It might be short, or it could be deep, down to this level, 20K. Closing the CME gap, 20K, maybe. Or it might be 21. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Because this wave, up to this point, really, really hard to understand the wave structure. It's really kind of a weird wave structure. So when you get something like that, see this one, see this wave right here? This is a perfect wave structure for a 5-wave move. It was perfect. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's a perfect wave structure. And in every wave, you had 5 waves in every wave. Okay, so you look here in the third wave, in wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And then the fifth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you had, this was a perfect 5-wave move that was really clear, really plain. Well, you're not getting that kind of 5-wave move here. You're not getting that at all. It's something a lot uglier and a lot different. You say, well, one might say, well, is it a diagonal? Is it an expanded diagonal? I don't think so. I don't think so. It just doesn't give me the sense that my best take on this wave is that this is a series, a nest of 1-2s to the downside. Okay. So yeah, that's the best I can see here. Now this count is correlating with Ethereum beautifully. So let's look at Ethereum, and I'll show you what I'm seeing there. We'll start to do some correlation, guys. We'll look at Ethereum. Let's look at the S&P. Let's look at the DXY, and you'll start to see all of this starting to take shape here. Okay, so let's take a peek there. 76 of you here. Hey, hit the like button if you don't mind. That helps the YouTube algorithm. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, so here's my take on Ethereum. Okay, same thing here, guys. Except I think we're getting a 1-2-1-2 in Ethereum. Okay. That this looks like it has a lot to come down, okay? Looking for 5 waves to the downside. And it's looking so beautiful, guys. I mean, just absolutely purty, okay? Check it out. Let's look and see what we got. So you see we have a 3-wave move right there, all right? Now, what do you see on the way up? You got this flat right here in the middle, connecting a 3 and a 3 to the upside, okay? So there's a 3-wave move that broke the top right there. Okay, so you got 3 down, 3 up that broke the top. That's an expanded flat. Looking for 5 waves. Looking for 5. 1, 2. We're in the middle of 3 right now. 4 and 5. I'm looking for a pretty deep and steep dump sometime tonight, tomorrow. That's what I'm expecting. If it goes up, I'm going to have to completely reevaluate what I've got. I don't think there's a need to reevaluate it because I'm looking at that. It's pretty clear, right? But the market can do whatever it wants to do. So if the market goes up, I'll have to come up with a different count, or I'll have to. This may find a way to make this more expanded to the upside. They may do some kind of a 3-wave and then another 3-wave up and then tank it down. So that's the only thing I think is the big wrench in my system. Are we going to get some kind of 3-wave hit to the high and then dump? Okay, there's the outlier count, guys. So I guess that would be against, that would be the other count here, that we could get some kind of, how do I say it here? We got 3, we got a flat right here in the middle, okay. That what if they do this? Okay, what if they come up and take the high out again? And then they just dump it straight down. Okay, there's a possibility, guys. That's an outlier count. Looking at Ethereum, maybe. Okay, if we don't start coming down pretty fast. Okay, so in other words, I'd be looking at A, this is B, and then we come down really fast, C. Okay, so if they go up and hit the high again, then they're going to dump it. It's going to dump, and it's going to dump hard and fast. More than likely. Okay. So let's see what this does. So do we start pumping to the upside here, or does this continue dumping to the downside? That's the question. Okay, this looks very impulsive to the downside. A series of 1-2s. So as long as we get the next move, something like this, that would be my ideal wave here. That'd be my ideal wave, something like that, and then we're ready to go on up to the next level. We're ready to start pumping. Okay. However, I'm just trying to think outside of the box here a little bit. We got 3 there. Maybe that's 3, and it is what it is. And then we get another 3 or 5 up. Then all of a sudden we got boom, boom, and then all this goes together, and then we go down. There's an outlier count. I'm expecting a big dump now, and then up. I'm not expecting to hit that, but be ready for that. Be ready for that count. They can always do it. They can always do it. Okay. I don't see a pump to the moon in DXY. I don't see it. I see dumpage coming in DXY. Just a moment, I'll show you. Okay. All right. So with that said, I think this is looking good as a 5-wave move. I'd like to see ETH come on down in 5 waves. My target zone here for Ethereum is between 1445 and 1500. Okay, 1445 and 1500 is my target zone for Ethereum. Now, if that comes that deep, if that comes down like that, then what I'm looking at is this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, looking for a big move in ETH. Coming soon to a chart near you. If it comes down that deep. So I'm still bearish. You can see we've broken structure here to the downside on the 4-hour. Okay, so I'm expecting this to come down, creating hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and we go up for the next move. So I'm looking for this correction to finish. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Up we go. That's what I expect. So I'm still looking for this to trend to the downside. It doesn't have to go straight down, but I'm looking for it to trend to the downside. Okay? Reset my chart over here. Beautiful. Okay, now. If you guys want to see my ROE for my current trade, see if I can get that thing in there. Oh, it won't let me make it. Won't let me make it that small. Hold on a second. There it is. Capture. Copy. I think I can paste it. Boom. There it is, guys. There's my current ROE of my current trade. If you guys want to come trade with us in the Discord, love to have you. This is my current trade that I'm working on. Anyway, just become a Patreon member and we'll get you in and teach you how to trade like I trade. Love to have you. All right, there it is. There's my advertisement for the for the Discord. Okay, so let's look at DXY and show you why I'm not expecting pump for DXY. Now this pump I was expecting. Okay. This pump I was expecting, and you know what's happening here. We're ready. This is going to finish to the upside in 5 waves, more than likely. It's going to finish 5 waves. Okay, so I'm expecting pump here, which means more dumpage coming. But this looks like it's making a flat here, guys. Okay, some kind of a flat here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's one interpretation of the wave. That's a flat right there. Now, if that's the case, if I'm correct in that interpretation, and I think I may be, but if I'm correct, this is going to finish 5 waves to the upside, okay? Which means we still have some impulsiveness to go, and it could get, you know, and we dump hard, okay, down to the levels I talked about, all right? And that's just a 3-wave correction of that impulse right there. Boom. And we're ready for more down after that, which is going to pump the markets again in DXY. And that's exactly what I'm expecting to see. And if you look at the wave, if you look at the current wave, that's exactly what we're getting. This is simply trending to the downside, guys. This is trending to the downside. And it's not done. This is not done. It's nowhere near done, in my opinion. I got 1. I got a 2. I'm in the middle of some kind of wave 3. So I'm looking for this to be a little bit of a correction of this wave. Okay, we bounced off of this level. Okay, and we're going to come and retest it, pull back, and continue on. All right, and this is what I'm expecting to see in the DXY. I'm looking for a downtrend of 5 waves. Okay, that's what I'm expecting to see in DXY, which means I'm expecting to see that kind of a pump in Bitcoin to the upside. All right, that's the kind of pump I'm looking for. All right, the wave structure is calling for it. The wave structure is screaming for it. Okay, so this is going to go up in some way while DXY is dumping. It's going to finish a 5-wave move. Once that 5-wave move is done, then we're going to have another time of 3-wave correction. Okay, where we're going up and we're going to start pumping again, correcting that wave. Okay, before we get the final death to the dollar somewhere in 2025, 2024, 2025. So there's a couple of years in advance for you right there. Okay, so I think we're dumping for a while. I do not think we're pumping, guys. I don't think we're pumping at all. I am bearish on the DXY. There will be times of correction. Okay, I believe we are personally in a wave like this right here. That's the kind of wave we're in. That's the kind of wave we're in, okay? But it's going to be much more something like this maybe, okay? Something like this. These waves right there, okay? These waves to the downside. This is not done. That's not finished. It's not even close. It's not even looking close. All of these have the same kind of shape to them, okay? So yeah, I am looking for a bit of a pullback, and we're getting it. But I'm seeing this, something like that. See that right there? That right there? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And to finish 5 waves. Then once that's done, all right, we might go up and make a higher high. Okay. This could be a flat of some kind. Like this correction right here. Expanded flat. That might be totally what we're in. Where you have A, B, and now we're in C right there. Okay? So that means you got A, B, C, 5, 3, 5. Then we've got an expanded flat here. All right. Coming down in 5 waves. All right. And I may need to bring this A there. So we got a 3 wave there. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay. Something like that. And then, you know, shoot, it could be a running flag, but anyway, it could be coming down. And this could be part of a WXY. WXY. Maybe that's how it plays. That's another possibility. Another possibility there. I just don't think this current wave is finished in any way, shape, or form. We are in a correction. This is going up right now, small time frame, but I don't see it going up forever. I see this coming down deeper. Okay. The daily chart, we are resetting back to the 50, looking good. Got hidden bearish divergence. 12 hour, 8 hour, we've got hidden bear all over the chart, looking pretty strong. So yeah, seeing this to finish 5 and then down. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this thing to finish 5 and then up. Okay, finish 5 and then continue up. Now I can't tell you every jog in the road. Can't tell you how every wave's going to look. I can just talk in generalities. Directionally. Right now, I think we're down, and then I'm looking for a long. I'm personally looking for a long entry. Okay, whenever this thing is finished, and I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done. All right. So there's the DXY. How are you guys handling the DXY? Oh, what happened in Turkey? Good night, honey. I love you. Nice. Nice. I'll check it out tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, it's not at Crypto World. It is not at DXY is not major support right now. It's at minor support. Okay, you got to know the difference between major and minor support. Not that I'm saying you don't, but you got to keep. Let me just say it this way. You got to keep in mind, guys. Listen. Really critical what I'm about to say to you, okay, guys? Really critical what I'm about to say. On charts in general, okay, when you're getting a correction back to levels, okay, generally speaking, the most powerful area of support, okay, is where you get troughs, not the tops of waves, not peaks. Yes, we got some support here. Yes. Okay. We came down and found some temporary support. It came and it hit it again. And so all of a sudden this became stronger support here. Okay. Because it bounced small, came back down, created more support by hitting another trough here. Okay. But what you'll notice is that we've come down to these peaks. We're getting a bit of a bounce. Okay. Now, are we going to get a big bounce? We might, but I don't think the wave structure supports a big bounce. Okay. I don't think it supports a big bounce yet. Okay. I see more likely us coming down in some way down to these levels down here. But I could be wrong. So the tops of waves in general are weaker support. And then the troughs are stronger support. So the real support for price is right here and right here and right here. That's where real price support is. All right. Now, that doesn't mean it can't go up here. It doesn't mean that at all. It's just, what is the wave structure saying? I think there's more down to come. Okay, I think the wave structure is saying, hey, I'm not finished with this wave. This wave doesn't look finished yet. Okay, we've got hidden bearish divergence on the small time frame. It just doesn't look done yet. Just keeping track of what Bitcoin's doing. All right. So DXY, I'm seeing more down. Let's look at SPX. All right, what's going on in the SPX daily chart? Well, guys, I mean, here's something you got to keep in mind. Okay, we have what could be, how do I say it? Could be a leading diag where you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put 1 right there. There we go. That you've got 5 waves leading. Okay. Now what? Well, I need 3 waves to correct. Now this is getting kind of challenging. So what we could be getting is something like this. Again, there's your pump. There's your pump on the SPX. And that could be a 3-way pullback. And that's when Bitcoin pumps as well, right? And then what? Well, then you get another 5 waves to the downside. Now, that's one way to look at it. And all of a sudden you got A, B, C. And we do get this pump right here. We go retest the all-time highs. That's one way to look at that wave. What else? What else could we be seeing here? We could have this could be A, B, C to there. And now we could be getting A, B, could be getting a C up here, which could break the high. We could be getting something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a really big pump. Comes up, retests the high, breaks the high. And that's what we're getting. We're getting an A, B, and then we get C. We get the dump of a lifetime after that. And that's a flat correction. So you got to watch out for something like that as well. But that correlates then with some pumpy action. With some pumpy action on Bitcoin. Right? Now we know it's not going to go straight up. We know that it's gonna come down and go up and come down and go up and come down, bigger and go up. You know, it's gonna go up in waves, right? So that's another possible interpretation there. I need to see what's happening here in order to get a better sense of it. Okay, but right now it's looking pretty bullish. Looking pretty bullish. There's lots of room for this to come on up if it wants to. We could also be coming down a little deeper before we go up, which would allow Bitcoin to tank like I've been expecting, and then up. So the S&P, I'm not a big fan. It's kind of in no man's land right now. I need to see what's happening with it, but it's looking up, which means Bitcoin's looking up as well. Okay. Y'all doing okay? Hey, Shirley. Yeah, I'll look at Tesla. Hang tight and I'll get there. Guys, the fact that the markets are overbought, yeah, they need a correction. We're in the middle of a correction right now, and I see this I see this coming down deeper. Okay? I don't know how deep. We might just come down, who knows how deep that's going to come. I would love a very fast move, because then we'll buy it up. But we're getting a correction here. Getting a correction. I see more upside to go after that. Best I can tell. All right, let's look at XRP. Let's go to the daily. Look at XRP. What's going on with you? Wave structure sucks. Wave structure sucks so bad. I hate XRP's wave structure. But let's, on the daily at least, let's look at the 6 hour. This needs to come down deep, okay? The way I'm seeing, so I'm seeing this as 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See 5 waves. I'm looking at this as a 3-wave correction here that's not finished. It's got to come down deep. Okay? So I'm looking at this as 3, and then I'm looking at this as 3 in the middle. Then I'm looking for 5 down, 3 down, something like that. Looking for something like that. So boom, 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 and then more up to go. So again, looking for this dump to happen, and then pump we go. That's the way XRP looks to me. On the 6 hour. Yeah, it looks pretty good. An alternative count for you. We got this, this, and then down. So we get a pump up here first, and then we come down. That's an alternative count. I don't think so, though. I guess I could do that and then down. So we get a bit of a pump here and then down. Or does this just kind of come up and roll on down? Like to see it finish, something like that. Still in a correction though, guys. Still in a correction. Does not look ready to go up. Like forever. Doesn't look ready to do this. I don't think that's coming. Three, 5. Maybe just that. Let's look at BNB for a minute. I look at all these charts to see if they're all rhyming. They're all saying the same story, right? What's the wave structure on all of them saying? Okay, so BNB looks really interesting. What are you doing, BNB? What are you doing? When I look at this wave here, I got like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this doing some kind of an ending diag? Or is this making a I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that looks like a 1, 2, 3. Well, okay. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Maybe that's 3 to there, and now we're in this 4, 5. That looks pretty decent. And there's 5 waves. So we get the dump. We get the dump there. I hate this wave structure. I hate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. It seems like most likely this wants to do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. You almost want to call this an ending diag. Yes, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Oh, I figured it out, guys. Whoa. Crazy. That's W. We got a zigzag here. X. This is what it is. Sorry, try again. It's A, B, C. That's A. This is B, looking for C. C needs to start here. Ooh. That could come all the way down here. That's gnarly. That is gnarly. Ooh, I like it. That's nasty. Could get a bit. Man, we might be getting. I don't know. I don't like BNB. Let's go to ADA. This is Cardano ADA here, guys. Look at what Cardano is doing. Dang. It's ready to dump out of that structure. There's a wave 4. Trying to make an ending diag of some kind. Man, this is nasty. I don't have a bead on 88, guys. I do not have a bead on it. I don't have a count here. That is a nasty, nasty, nasty. But it looks ready to dump. What if that's a 1, 2, 1, 2? Okay, what if that's 5 waves? What if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, all right, all right. Now what? We got a WXY in the middle here. Okay, yeah. Now I need ABC. So that's got to be 3, 3. I need 5. This has to come down hard. So if this comes down and tanks hard, then that wave makes sense. That's 3-way pullback. So there's 5. There's your 3-way pullback. Let's go. Let's go! Guys, let me tell you something. If you get a dump this week that comes down deep, Don't be afraid of that. Don't turn bearish, okay? Don't change. I mean, don't look at that as a buying opportunity, okay? All these charts are setting up for three-wave pullbacks, all of them. Three-wave pullbacks and then more upside to come, okay? All these charts are setting up for that. Every one of them. 8-hour chart, yeah. Look at this, guys. Look at this. 8-hour RSI. That's what we call a descending triangle. Okay, what that generally breaks to the downside. Okay, we got boom and then boom. Okay, this is gonna break down, guys. ADA is getting ready to tank. Okay, it's telling the story. It's telling the same story that Ethereum's telling. Okay, this is getting ready to break to the downside. It's gonna finish this three-wave move. Okay, break to the downside. XRP pointing to the downside. Got a three-wave move happening here. Boom, boom, boom. It's telling the same story. Okay. Best I can tell. Okay. ADA is telling that same story. All right. I think the charts are screaming down. I'm going to hold short. Let this thing go. Let's look at XLM. Again, just looking at all the charts, just kind of say, okay, what do we got going on? Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that wave structure. That's awesome. That is really pretty wave structure. Okay, here's what you got rocking on XLM. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looks like she's done. Okay, now what? Now what? We got an A. We got a flat B. See it? Let's get C. We got a 1, 2 working. 1, 2 in the middle of 3, 4, and 5. That's a three-way pullback. That's saying, let's go. Let's go. Okay? That's what that's saying to me. Telling the same story. So let's let DXY in the small time frame. Let's let DXY in the small time frame finish its deal. So let's get a little wave. Okay, let's get 5 waves. Once you're finished, dump. Pump. Okay, so let's finish the pump here. And then it's going to dump some more. While all the other charts are finishing a dump. 3 waves. And then pumping after that. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. All right, let's look at the CME chart. Looks good, looks good. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 3 down, 3 up. Looking for 5 down. 5 down isn't finished. Down's the direction. It's not done yet. It's trying to finish. I don't think it's finished yet. Once it finishes, looking for more upside to come. Then what are we looking at? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking for more up. There'll be corrections along the way, but more ups coming. Hidden bullishness. Okay, as this comes down. Okay, hidden bull on the CME chart, big time, 4-hour chart. That's a gorgeous signal. The charts are bullish, guys. The charts are bullish, even though temporarily I don't think we're finished to the downside. Hence my title. Okay. All right. There's my analysis, guys. I think I'm done. I think I've finished my perspective. So what have you guys been saying? Anything? Okay. Are we still streaming? Are we still good? Are we still good? If you're still watching, let me know. Shirley asked me to look at Tesla. What's up, Virginia Rowe? What's up? Good to see you. All right, so let's look at Tesla, and then whatever else you want to look at, guys. I'll look at a couple charts. I think somebody mentioned Jasmine. But yeah, let's look at Tesla. Have some fun. Let me know you're still here, guys. Hit them like buttons. Oh, look at that. Thanks, Mr. BK. Appreciate it. Let's see if I'm right. I could be wrong. Guys, always, no matter how certain I feel, be ready for me to be wrong. Okay? And you got to be ready for you to be wrong as well. Because I get it wrong on occasion. All right, what is that structure? Whoa, Nelly. Looks like the S&P. Looks like a zigzag there, Shirley. I don't like where it came down. I really don't. But I got a leading diag into a three-wave pullback. No, sorry. Try again. I got a leading diag here into a three-wave pullback and then another five-wave structure. 5 may be done, or we go down and hit the low. 5 could be, so we could have an ABC done just like that. All of a sudden we got. Came down to the 1-to-1. Looks awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leading diag. And then we got a 5-wave move to finish. Looks like an impulse. Looks like an impulse. The moment you see a pullback with 3 waves, you buy some more for an upward move. And maybe it's just a 3-wave move before more down. Okay, that's one interpretation. Another interpretation is that we have an expanding diag of some kind. 3, 3, 3, looking for 3, and then 3. That means we go down, then up, and 3, and then we go down some more. I'm not a fan. That could be, instead of a diag, could be WXYXZ. WXYXZ. Not a fan. I just don't like it where it found support. Not a fan. Well, thanks, Big Papa Pump. Yeah, I'll check DYP for you. Yeah, absolutely. You got hidden bearish divergence on the daily. That's hidden bear right there, buddy. It's kind of strong. So either a 3-way pullback is coming or a lower low is coming. Just seeing if there are any trend lines there. Thanks, Johnny. Tesla's hard. That wave structure is challenging. It would seem to me a 3-way pullback. Some kind of 3-wave you're buying. That's my best guess. Unless something changes. All right, let's take a peek here at, all right, so DYP. Let's look at DYP. On KuCoin, DYP, USDT. On KuCoin. All right, what do we got rocking here? It's an S coin. All right, looks decent. Excuse me. I don't know. Let me start by saying I don't know anything about DYP. I don't have any preconceived notions of where it's going to go, what price is going to do. But just looking at what you've got here, if I looked on the 4-hour, that's what I thought I'd see. I see hidden bullish divergence. Wouldn't mind seeing a pump like so. That what I believe you might have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three-way pullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's finish this three-way pullback if it's not done already. It might have a little bit more down to go. Boom. Okay. Okay. And let's go for the next one. Bigger. That looks pretty nice. As long as Bitcoin pumps, DYP may do the very same thing. We got hidden bull all over the 1-hour chart, guy. Doesn't mean it's ready to buy yet. It just means that there's hidden bull in the 1 hour. The 4 hours close, but it's not quite ready. A good indicator would be maybe 4 hour. See if it breaks that trend line to the upside. Oh, Chemo's trying to upstage me on Tesla. Come on now, buddy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm kind of bullish on this guy. It's my best guess. So there's DYP for you. I wouldn't just take it at face value, but it looks pretty decent. Let's see how the wave shapes up tonight, tomorrow. Watch Bitcoin especially. Wait for Bitcoin to get its, if Bitcoin finds a bottom to this correction, if it comes down hard, finds a bottom, then we're looking to the upside. 3 waves, then go. Looking good. Looking decent. Looking really decent. Oh, excuse me. Okay, what else? Somebody asked for Meta. Let's look at Meta. Sure. Now, Meta, that's Facebook, right? Meta Platforms Inc. Is that what you want? Two-day chart. Man, she's gapping all over the place. Okay, hidden bearish divergence all over this chart on the daily. Hidden bear. Okay, this wants to come down. from where it is. It looks just like DXY, except a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think down is the direction here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get 5 to the downside. That might be what's going on with Tesla as well, because the hidden bearish divergence on this chart is powerful. So you're going to get a down move nonetheless. You're going to get a down move, I think, first. I believe. Wait to see what happens tomorrow in the open. See what happens tomorrow. But this hidden bearish divergence is strong. It is strong with this one. Boom. Boom. Even this one here. Boom. Boom. Very strong. So pull back, fill the gap at least. Right? Probably pull back. Let's look at DOT now. DOT is the next one. What in the world happened to DOT? DOT. All right, DOT. 4-hour chart. I hate DOT. 5. Excuse me. So that looks like 5 right there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looks like 5. Now it looks like we're getting A, B. Let's get C. Let's let C finish. Come on down for C. That's what I'm seeing. Get it? Seeing. Might be a deep one too. And then on we go. Onward and upward. Okay, there it is. Yeah, let's look at gold and silver. I haven't looked at those in a minute. All right, here is the gold chart. Boom. Boom. Oh, yeah. Gold looks finished. Guys, I'm really bullish on gold. Let's keep rocking. Keep on rocking. Getting a little bit of a correction right now, as we need. Looking good. We got hidden bull in the 4-hour. Guys, I am bullish on gold. If you're in a long position from the bottom here, hold gold for a while. This is looking so good. Yeah, that's looking done. That's looking cooked. Gold is going up. We're getting ready to break all-time highs. It'll get corrections. Don't worry about that. There will be corrections, but gold's getting ready to break the highs, buddy. Here she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Wow. Gold's looking good. Gold looks amazing. Okay, silver, just as good. Oh, man. Y'all see what I already drew on silver? Boom. Hit the target zone. Boom. Getting a pullback. You know what happens next? Boom. Come on now. Come on, baby. Got a little bit more down to go, maybe. Maybe a little bit more down. Maybe a little bit more down, and then we're going up. Silver's in good shape. Get ready to break the high. Get ready to break the highs, guys. Silver's done. I think. Let me see on the weekly. Get rid of some of that. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to see... yeah, I like that as a 1-2, guys. I do. I like that as a 1-2. Guys, I'm really bullish on silver. Really bullish. Let's see if something changes here. That's looking so good. Yeah, it could be an ABC, but I like it as a 1-2. I like it as a 1-2, but yeah, it could be an ABC. All right, there it is. All right, guys, that's about all it is for tonight. 61 of you made it to the end. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by the channel tonight, guys. We're going to call it a night. I'm pretty tired. I've done all I can do. Hope you enjoyed Gym TV tonight. I'm still, like I said, guys, I'm still bearish. Still bearish. We'll see. As far as this current wave is concerned. I think we got more down. I think the story is down. I do. Okay. So draw this trend line, guys, right there. And if you get a bust of that trend line, that's going to be good news for the downside. But look at that as a buy zone. Look at a pullback down here as a buy zone, not as a sell zone. Okay. Sell zone's right where we are. You know, I mean, this is, well, not really. It's not a great. Not a great entry short. I wouldn't enter short here. I've already entered short at 24,117 is my position up here. So I'm in real good shape for any pullback. I'm ready for a move back to the upside if it does. But man, I really like it for some more down. I think it's heading down. So, all right, y'all. Thanks, Mr. Bugle. Appreciate it. All right, y'all have a great night. I'm gonna call it quits. Go chill out. Maybe take a nap, get up tonight, and and check out the channel, check out the charts. All right, we'll see you. If you want to be part of the Discord, would I ever love to have you guys in the Discord? Come on in. Just look in the description below, and you'll see the link to my Patreon. Join the Patreon. We'll get you in there tonight. 2 live streams every day. We'll keep you updated on the waves. Thanks, Mr. Big Papa Pump, for the tip. I appreciate it. Hopefully you got your money's worth out of DYP. All right. And that good. With that said, y'all have a fantastic evening. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.